The final weekend of the CAA regular season begins with a bang for the Monmouth Hawks, 82-56 over Towson. Kevin Kopp, Jackson Heil. Jackson, this was one of the most impressive performances by Monmouth on the season. They were led by Taisha Exenor, who took over this game, but really a complete effort from Kate Wetmore's team. They're peaking at the right time with one game left until the postseason.
They absolutely are, and particularly in the second half, there was a real effort to get the ball inside. And it started with Taisha Exenor. I mean, 29 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 turnovers, which is probably the most impressive stat. And we talked to Kate Wetmore after the game. The growth of her from start to finish this year has been unbelievable. And tonight, I think on display was her ability to do it in a variety of different ways. She made her first 3 of the game, which opened everything up for her from an attacking standpoint. But she made 3 threes. She got into the paint. She made mid-range jump shots. She created for her teammates. It was a full effort from start to finish from Taisha Exenor. But it wasn't just her. You look at the interior for Monmouth today. They had 44 paint points to go along with 82 total points and 15 of 17 from the line. So even when they weren't scoring on the interior, they were getting to the free throw line. They made Towson pay, and on the other end of the floor, they kept the Tigers out of the paint, which was so important.
Now, those 44 points in the paint, that's how you shoot 53% for the game. And Monmouth puts up a season-high 82 points as they run away with this one. You look at the final game summary by Coach USA as Monmouth wins 82-56. Great defense, limiting Towson to just 34% from the field. Great offense for Monmouth. And we talk about this game within the context of the CAA standings. Let's look first at the out-of-town scoreboard and what's going on around the league. You look at Hofstra, Delaware, Charleston, Northeastern, UNCW all get big wins. North Carolina A&T is cruising to a win there in Greensboro. And, you know, now you have Jackson Elon coming in after falling by 6 at Northeastern, a really low-scoring game against a Towson team that just, against a Monmouth team that just defeated Towson. I think that Monmouth is going to be feeling pretty good entering Saturday afternoon.
That Elon result is a shocker, but probably also the most important result of the night for the Hawks, because Elon was one of a couple teams at 8-8 that if they win, that gets them to 9-8, and you're still only a game behind Monmouth going into that regular season finale. So with all the results that have kind of taken place, we're going to get a look at the standings in a second, and here it comes. You see Monmouth at 10-7. The only team that could potentially catch them from behind is Delaware, and that would require a win over Towson this weekend and a Monmouth loss this weekend as well. So Monmouth at the worst is going to finish as the 6th seed in the CAA, which has to be such an accomplishment regardless, because you talk about where this Hawks team was early in the year. 0-6 to start the season. Things were kind of going awry offensively. They couldn't take care of the basketball. Tonight was such a complete effort and a real showing of their growth throughout the season. They took great care of the basketball, they got it inside, and they were productive on both ends of the floor.
Top 6 seed guaranteed for Monmouth. They can finish as high as 5th. They're also going to honor a 9-member senior class here on Saturday, so a chance, Jackson, to continue this push here at the end of the regular season, finish strong, and go down to Washington, D.C. with a whole ton of momentum.
And it's so unique when you have a first-year head coach to honor 9 seniors. It's just such a new era of college basketball. But the way Kate Wetmore was speaking after, it speaks to the growth that this team has had. It's going to be a very emotional night. You hope it's positive emotions. But, again, it's still a huge game for Monmouth when it comes to seeding and when it comes to momentum going into the CAA tournament. Should be a fun one here in West Long Branch this weekend.
Dominant victory by Monmouth on Thursday night. 82-56, season high in points. They get the win over Towson and stay alive for the number 5 seed in the CAA.